What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to talk about a couple things about the coronavirus situation today. Primarily, I want to speak about how COVID-19 is not an infectious disease; it's a psychological operation. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, COVID-19 has been presented as an infectious disease caused by a spreading virus, a coronavirus. We've been told things such as to beat the disease, we would need to shelter at home, right? We would need to wear a mask. We need to wear gloves. We need to stay 6 feet apart from each other. All right. And all the while, we've just got misinformation day after day after day. No real true results about how this disease is spreading or hurting people. Right. They've had to manipulate the death numbers. They've had to, they've used tests that have not given true results, given false positives and false negatives. We know these things. Staying in your house actually weakens your immunity, spreading you out from your family and not allowing you to contact other people. Humans are social beings. It weakens our mental immunity. These are known from experiments and studies from people being put into isolation. So it's not a foreign concept to what these things do to people. Now, what may be foreign is what this does to a population in mass when pretty much almost everyone is doing it, right? It's an operation to understand how people's minds work when they're told by certain so-called authorities on how to behave. Scientific authorities or health officials, in congruence with government officials. So it's a drill, it's an exercise, it's an experiment on the masses of people on how they will respond to a major environmental stressor, such as this COVID-19 operation that we've all been dealing with over the last couple of months. Um, so who are the players? Who's involved in this psyop? Who's involved in this operation? Well, on the health side, the scientific side, you got the leader of the Center for Infectious Diseases, Anthony Fauci, right? You have members of the World Health Organization, the CDC. You even have Bill Gates, who is not a doctor, and he's giving damn near leading on what are the moves to take to curb a pandemic. It's an operation. Okay, and then on the government side, you have the president who's causing major levels of confusion. You have your local governors and even mayors who have implemented all kinds of local ordinances and stay-at-home orders and curfews to control people. So, if you want to beat COVID-19, you got to understand what it is first. You got to understand that it's a psychological operation and a mass experiment to understand how people would respond to different levels of tyranny. All right, and we've done a poor job at how we should have been responding. We've allowed too many things to go on unchecked. We've bought in to all the propaganda that we've been told, all out of fear. And we just continue to go along with what we see in the mainstream news. All right, some people going by, so we'll take a break, enjoy the scenery. I'll give you a quick sight of everything I'm seeing. A lot of birds and nature out here. You may be able to hear Children playing in the background. So yeah, good day out here. Just enjoying some fresh air. Because immunity is built out. Sorry about that. Let's just check real quick. Yeah, we're still going. So let's see. Immunity is built by exposing ourselves into the natural world so we can be exposed to different levels of bacteria. That's how our immune system works. That's how it gains an immunity. Of course, there's certain groups who may already have compromised immune systems to the point in which they have to take extra precautions. But en masse, to build our immunity, we have to expose ourselves to the natural world. You can't do that when you're wearing a mask. All right. Yeah, that was my basic thought today. I just wanted to propose that maybe we should start thinking about what COVID-19 is from a different perspective, because I haven't seen it to be an infectious disease that's killing a bunch of people, even from their own numbers. So let's try and understand what this really is so that we can overcome it. We don't have to wait for officials, authority figures to tell us when it's right to take a certain action and what that action should be, right? We believe in liberty and freedoms. So we have to operate in a way in which those freedoms, those liberties aren't lost. If we continue to just go along with the SIP in the way in which benefits a controlling authority, well, then we're losing. It starts in our minds. It's a mental thing before it ever becomes physical. If you're afraid, if you're so much in fear that you allow your rights to be usurped, well, then you can be sure that that will be the case. All right. So I just want to talk about that today. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. We have to brainstorm and come together on how to move forward for ourselves and not from the orders of others. Because ultimately, no matter when we choose to do that, we have to do that at some point if we want to maintain free. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.